Guys, welcome to Crypto Insight. I've been a professional options trader for 20 years, and about a year ago, I switched my focus from equity options to crypto options. Why? Because of the huge volatility and opportunity in the space. Trading Bitcoin has allowed me to multiply my capital in a safe way. And in these videos, I will give you the benefit of my experience and insight into how I'm reading the crypto vol market and using options to either hedge or speculate on future expected moves in the crypto space. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I hope you find this content useful. Thanks. Bitcoin finally breaks through the highs. So we took out 62,000 today as we speak. Yeah. So right now we're up 5%. We're at close to 63,000. Been waiting for that for a while. And then what else has Ethereum had kind of been leading the way, but it's moving in line, right? So it's still firm. So you know how often they kind of take it in turns, one rallies and the other one kind of sits still. They're kind of both rallying today. So you look at the spread between the two, it's kind of flatlining. So it's just saying that they're moving in line with each other. But really the main story is Bitcoin's doing it, it's breaking to the highs. Now, what's the catalyst? Is there a catalyst? Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't say there's any obvious catalyst other than the Coinbase IPO, but why should that be a catalyst for Bitcoin to rally? Not really clear. Obviously, it puts the space into the headlines. You know, the more people who become aware of crypto and think about crypto as a legitimate space, you know, the better, I guess, for Bitcoin and its price. So you could argue, you know, a massive IPO that's going to come in at anywhere between 50 and 100 billion market cap is legitimizing the space and saying, you know, this is going nowhere and what you're doing if you're not already involved, basically, right? So arguably that might be the catalyst, but it's not that clear cut, basically, right? I think more interesting, what's been going on in vol. We've been seeing, you know, really low realized vol. Obviously, you can see that from the Bollinger Bands kind of narrowing, which is telling you that we've been kind of quite range bound, really bouncing back and forth, trying to break that 60-62 area. And whilst that's been happening, let me bring up the volatility analytics. So whilst we've been realizing pretty low vol, implies have been coming off as well. So let's have a look at this chart. So you can see here, you got the realized vol in red. Is that going to play ball? So realized vol has been kind of in the 40s, yeah? That's like the 1 month realized. And if you look at the implieds, they got as low as 55 in the short end, and they've bounced all the way back up to a sort of low 70s, yeah? So you've had a nearly 20 vol point bounce in implieds in the last week, whereas realized kind of stayed where it is, right? Realized has barely moved, yeah? So realized, you know, has kind of hung in around that sort of 40 level, right? I mean, if we look at even shorter dated realized, we'll see, if I bring this chart up. So I think that was the 7-day realized, right? 7-day realized has been languishing around that sort of 30, 40 area, okay? So even though we've broken to the upside and realized hasn't exploded, vols have popped, right? So what's that telling you, right? Remember, realized vol and implied vol are not the same thing, right? Realized vol is what is actually happening. Implied vol is what the market is anticipating to happen, okay? So as we're breaking the upside, the all-time highs, people are thinking, all right, there's a charge coming. I want to get involved. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy optionality. Even though realized isn't high, I'm buying optionality that's pushing up the price of implied. So implied vols are signaling that the market's expecting some more realized to the upside, basically, right? That's why that spread is moving out. So that's saying the options market is seeing very bullish flow, and people are thinking that there's a breakout coming to the upside in that market. Yeah. Another way of seeing that is skew. So if you have a look at this, and we look at 30 days, that's the skew, the difference between calls and puts, 25 delta calls and puts. And we can see that's moved from relatively neutral. It's around 0 to 5 vols a week ago. And now it's 15 to 20 vols in favor of calls. So it's showing you that quite a decent premium coming for the volatility people are willing to pay for calls relative to puts. So again, a bullish sign and a bullish sentiment there, basically, right? So options market kind of conclusively saying that we think this breakout to the upside is coming now. Okay, let's see if they turn out to be right. And then on the only other thing to kind of mention is Ethereum. We'd said that had kind of caught a bid last week already, right? The vol had popped first because the move had happened. It was trading at 10 to 15 vol point premium. That premium is kind of held, so it's still 10 to 15 points above Bitcoin vol. And it's got extreme call skew. So the call skew in Ethereum, arguably even steeper than Bitcoin. So we bring that up. Yeah, so you can see that skews about 28 there in the 30 day, 22, sorry. So it's about 15 in Bitcoin, it's about 22 in Ethereum. So Ethereum vol trades over and the skew trades even higher, right? So whatever the bullish sentiment is around Bitcoin, arguably it's even more extreme in Ethereum. So people thinking Ethereum has got a massive re-rating still to come, and arguably is going to out rally to the upside. That's certainly what the vol market's pricing in. Yeah. And then the only other thing to kind of mention is, like I say, the Coinbase IPO, right? Well, what is that going to do? Arguably, the Coinbase, when those shares get listed, they're going to be extremely volatile. I personally don't see a reason why that should then translate through to Bitcoin volatility. But like I say, I just think it brings the whole space into more focus, and over the long term is probably good for the whole space. But I'm expecting some pretty wild swings in that Coinbase price. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this content, please subscribe to our channel, give the video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. I'd also encourage you to sign up for a free trial to our live and interactive Macro Insight Zoom call. As part of our trading community, as well as the call, you'll also get access to our Telegram chat and our weekly market reports. To find out more, you can also connect with us on the socials. All the links are at our website, www.options-insight.com. Thanks.